Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. WNR spoilers, Adam finds an angle, Chelsea not on board yet. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, had a reprieve. The dramatic trip the Newmans took to France created a stretched summer storyline, which created a plausible excuse. What is this? Adam resisted his father's order to blast Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, questioned Adam about that matter upon returning from Kane Ashby's, Billy Flynn, estate. Victor gave Adam what he termed a pass for not using Newman media to smear Billy. Dodging that soapy bullet, Adam is ready to follow through because Victor believes Billy is working with Kane to target Newman Enterprises for a hostile takeover. Chelsea Lawson considers family. Adam is Chelsea Lawson's, Melissa Claire Egan, family now and forever because of their son, Connor Newman, Judah Mackey. But Connor has a maternal brother, with Chelsea being their genetic connection. Victor once paid the con artist Chelsea to entrap Billy in Burma. Their son, Johnny Abbott, Paxton Mishkind, makes Billy Chelsea's family as well. Chelsea has to strike a balance whenever the conflict between Adam and Billy reemerges, as is about to happen. Adam's admission that he still hates Billy doesn't help matters, and nor will what's about to come when Newman Media lowers the digital boom on him. So, Chelsea isn't on board with using Newman's resources against Billy yet. Victor Newman's intuition is generally correct. Victor told Adam that he wanted Billy smeared as part of a multi-pronged plan. The media blitz should have already been a month or more into effect, but it isn't. Adam told Chelsea that he has no proof that Billy is working with Kane. But Victor's intuition and whatever information his investigators have uncovered are correct. However, Victor doesn't know that Billy plans to double-cross Kane. That's sure to eventually be revealed and likely impact Kane's perception of Billy's usefulness, no matter how he's using Thompson's character and including whether it's all a game. What is this? Adam Newman needs backing. Chelsea plans to talk to Billy directly, believing he'll be honest with her about whatever is ahead. She doesn't expect him to openly divulge secrets, but is counting on him giving her a heads up. Adam needs Chelsea to be with him. Losing her isn't an option at this point in their recent reconciliation. Many options are open during and after the period when Newman Media attacks Billy. Kane can't possibly be depending on him or Phyllis as being real parts of his arabesque agenda. They seem more like pawns that are being used to send distraction messages to key players within his intended targets. Victor's insight should prove to be at least half right, and that will probably be enough to justify Adam going ahead with the smear of Billy. Whether Chelsea tips Johnny's father off about that coming attack is something fans will keep their eyes on. This site is a leading source for everything linked to the Young and the Restless. Check back regularly for WNR spoilers and news. What is this? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal Adam Newman is once again proving that when life backs him into a corner, he doesn't curl up, he calculates. This time, his latest scheme could reshape relationships, business alliances, and even personal loyalties across Genoa City. But there's one hitch, Chelsea Lawson isn't exactly on board with his vision. What follows is a tangled web of emotional persuasion, strategic maneuvering, and moral dilemmas that might leave more than one life upended. Adam's new angle begins to take shape after several events push him into re-evaluating his position both personally and professionally. Whether it's Newman family politics, lingering grudges, or the simple desire to prove himself, Adam has decided that sitting on the sidelines is no longer an option. The problem? His plan relies on Chelsea's cooperation, and she's not easily swayed these days. Chelsea, having rebuilt her life brick by brick after a string of messy relationships and personal setbacks, isn't willing to dive into a risky Newman chess game without considering every possible repercussion. Adam knows she's the key to unlocking his idea, but Chelsea's hesitance could force him to reconsider, or worse, act without her approval. The dynamic between these two has always been volatile, full of passion, history, and unspoken understanding. Chelsea can read Adam like an open book, which makes her both his most valuable ally and his biggest obstacle. As Adam lays out the foundations of his scheme, possibly involving a shift in corporate power, a subtle move against a rival, or leveraging a hidden truth, Chelsea questions his motives. Is this about genuine progress, or is Adam looking for yet another way to settle scores? The stakes grow even higher as whispers around Genoa City suggest Adam's angle might indirectly affect people Chelsea still cares about. The pressure builds, forcing Chelsea to choose between standing firm or being drawn back into Adam's world, where every win comes with a dangerous cost. As the days unfold, Adam's confidence in his strategy only intensifies. He's convinced he's found a move so subtle yet so impactful that it could completely shift the balance of power in Genoa City. His mind works like a chessboard, each person a piece, each conversation a calculated step toward checkmate. But as slick as his pitch is, Chelsea can't shake the gnawing suspicion that he's walking a razor's edge. She's been burned before, not just by Adam, but by the entire Newman whirlwind. The idea of diving back into that storm, especially when she's finally started carving out a steady, peaceful life, feels like tempting fate. Adam's proposal appears straightforward on the surface, but the deeper Chelsea digs, the more she realizes it's built on layers of risk. At the heart of it is a business opportunity involving a vulnerable company, one that could be leveraged to Adam's advantage. While it might seem like just another corporate acquisition, Chelsea picks up on the subtext. It's not simply about profit. There's a personal vendetta embedded in Adam's plan, one that could make the fallout far more explosive than he's letting on. Their conversations grow tense. Adam appeals to Chelsea's sense of ambition, reminding her of the days when they thrived as a power couple, when their combined cunning made them unstoppable. But Chelsea isn't blinded by nostalgia. She fires back with questions Adam doesn't want to answer. How many bridges will he burn this time? Who might get hurt in the process? And is this really about business, or is Adam nursing yet another grudge under the guise of strategy? Meanwhile, the rest of Genoa City starts to buzz with rumors. A few insiders begin piecing together fragments of Adam's intentions, and soon names like Victor, Victoria, and even Billy start floating into the conversation. Some believe Adam is positioning himself for a power grab at Newman Enterprises, while others suspect a more personal mission, one that could pit him against enemies both old and new. Chelsea watches this chatter grow and can feel the noose tightening. If Adam moves forward without her, she could still be implicated simply by association. And if she does get involved, she risks being pulled back into a Newman war that could undo all the progress she's made. Adam, for his part, is undeterred. He's convinced that Chelsea's hesitation is only temporary, that once she sees the bigger picture, she'll fall in line. But this time, Chelsea's resistance feels different, more resolute. Chelsea Lawson is at a crossroads in Genoa City, her mind and heart torn between the life she's built for herself and the pull of the family connections that have shaped so much of her past. In recent weeks, she's been forced to reassess what truly matters, not just for her own happiness, but for the future of her son, Connor. Chelsea has been down dark roads before, and each time she's had to claw her way back from mistakes, heartbreak, and schemes that nearly destroyed her. But this time, the decisions in front of her feel even weightier, because they don't just involve her, they affect the stability of the people she loves most. As she sits in crimson lights, sipping coffee while looking out at the changing Genoa City skyline, Chelsea can't help but reflect on her complicated history. She's been the con artist, the schemer, the romantic, and the fighter. She's loved deeply and lost painfully, and through it all, her role as a mother has been her anchor. But now, new circumstances are forcing her to consider whether it's time to prioritize her family above all else, even if it means letting go of the independence she's fought so hard to claim. The recent challenges with Connor have been at the forefront of Chelsea's mind. His struggles, both emotionally and socially, have made her realize how critical it is for him to feel secure and supported. She's wondered whether a fresh start somewhere new might be the answer, but deep down, she knows that running away isn't a fix, it's just a temporary escape. The truth is, Connor needs stability, and Chelsea is beginning to see that family could be the key to giving him exactly that. But in Genoa City, the concept of family is far from simple. For Chelsea, it means navigating the tangled web of the Newman clan, dealing with the tension that often comes with Adam's involvement, and deciding just how much influence she's willing to allow from others who have their own agendas. Adam, of course, has his own opinions. He sees family, particularly the Newman family, as both a strength and a trap. While he wants Connor to be surrounded by loved ones, he also knows the price that comes with being under the Newman microscope. Adam's warnings give Chelsea pause, but they also make her question whether his caution is really about protecting Connor or about Adam's own history with his father and siblings. On the other side, Billy has been a surprising source of perspective. His relationship with Chelsea has evolved over time, moving from tension and mistrust to genuine care. He's encouraged her to think about what's truly best for Connor in the long term, even if it means leaning on people she might not fully trust. Billy's willingness to put Connor's needs first, even when it conflicts with his feelings toward Adam, has made Chelsea see him in a new light. As Chelsea weighs her options, she's reminded of her own upbringing and how much it shaped her as a person. She doesn't want Connor to grow up feeling isolated or caught in the middle of parental battles. She wants him to know he has a village of support, even if that village is complicated and imperfect. The question is, can she trust that the people she's considering bringing closer won't end up causing more harm than good? Adding to the complexity is the buzz around Genoa City that Chelsea might be softening toward the idea of reuniting her family unit in some form. Friends and foes alike are starting to speculate on what her next move will be. For some, the thought of Chelsea reconnecting more deeply with Adam for Connor's sake raises alarms. For others, it's a hopeful sign that old wounds might finally heal. Chelsea's every interaction is being watched, from casual chats with Adam in public to her more private, thoughtful conversations with Billy and Sharon. In the coming days, Chelsea will have to confront some hard truths about what family means to her. Will she choose to embrace the Newman influence in Connor's life, potentially rekindling old connections in the process? Or will she chart her own course, creating a chosen family that gives Connor the stability without the drama? Her decision will ripple through Genoa City, potentially shifting alliances and reigniting rivalries. One thing is certain, when Chelsea Lawson makes her choice, it won't be without consequences, and the fallout could be just as explosive as any scheme she's ever pulled. For now, she's taking her time, quietly observing, and holding her cards close to her chest. But those who know Chelsea best can sense the change coming, and in Genoa City, change rarely comes without a storm.